for today's cup of coffee with Scream.
Cup of coffee!
Oh, God, it was a screamer. And I didn't realize that we have, we're recording this on July the 9th, 2025, and supposed to have on the 10th, which is when this will be uploaded, full moon. That explained a lot. And
Tonight?
it's going to be a
Tonight?
buck moon. No, it'll be tomorrow. Or it's like...
I have to work. That moon's going to have to wait.
From space.com, the moon, time and tide, wait for no man.
It's going to have to wait. It's going to have to.
And it's like, it will rise on Thursday, July the 10th, and put on a spectacular show for both stargazers and astrophotographers alike. So, and it's a buck moon, is what they call it. And it says that's when, in North America, the male deer, known as bucks, begin to grow out their antlers. It's also sometimes called the thunder moon in reference to the seasonal summer storms that often rumble across parts of the U.S. in July. We've definitely got that going on.
Yeah.
And I will put a link to it if you want to finish reading the article. It's just nice little science something there.
That's pretty interesting. That explains why I've been seeing the deer out a lot more.
Yeah, well, yeah. And it's just like, usually whatever occurs when I first get up, it's almost like that becomes a theme for my day. If it's nice and peaceful and I have just coffee and just nothing, it's like, yeah. Yeah, let's have one of I get those so rarely. I woke up this morning. I was rudely awakened this morning by my mother throwing open my door. Here I am with the CPAP thing, and her something other about oldest kid was in the ER, and I'm like, what? What?
Yeah.
And it was totally hit the ground running. I've got to where I just whatever I sleep in. I mean, that's what I'm wearing 2-3 days, whatever. Yeah. Because that's the level of crazy.
I did try to warn her, tried to tell her, and she was like, well, she's just going to have to get up. And it's like, I'm standing right here.
Yeah. But no, it was just...
Where my door is right there, basically at the front door. She came up there, somehow toddled her ass up four steps.
Yeah.
4 or 5 steps.
Claimed that she couldn't get up the one step on the back door.
Yeah, but somehow she managed because she said that she had stuff to grab on. What did you grab on? We don't got handrails.
This is a woman that will be 81 in July and is not... She did have cataract surgery, so at least she can see, but there is some cognitive decline. And for that, it's like, do not be driving. Do not be driving.
Drove herself up here.
Uh-huh.
And somehow climbed those stairs and was banging at the door and yelling, Clay!
Yeah.
And I'm here, like, I'm literally like, what the fuck is happening?
At least you were awake.
She woke me up.
Yeah.
That's how I woke up. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? What the hell happened? Like, why are you up here alone? Who let you drive?
Oldest kid, and it's like, this is why I stopped.
And then she came in here.
Yeah. And she found that she has a key to the house.
I'm revoking that key. She didn't get to use it.
No.
But I'm revoking that key.
It's very distinctive, so you can just do something.
I'm revoking that key.
What had happened? This is why I don't have the cell phone in my bedroom at night. Because at some point, you have to sleep. And you can be supportive and you can be there, but to expect somebody to be on call 24/7 is an unrealistic expectation.
Yeah.
And so what it was with Kid, and he finally did call ambulance, that they had changed some of the medications and stuff that he had been on, and he was experiencing some tachycardia, and because he couldn't get in touch with me, He had called the nurse's line, and she's like, well, you need to just go ahead and go to the ER. Because that's standard procedure anytime anybody has got any kind of heart-related anything. Mm-hmm. I get that. And so it was not anything horrible. Nothing like that. And so it was a matter of that he needed transportation back.
Yeah.
And then to sit there and go, oh, you all are just now leaving? And I'm like, let me tell you something. I have coffee. I need to get some coffee in me.
Well, what it was, I had called them while she was waking you up or something like that. And I'm like, listen, I hear that you're sitting at the hospital. I'll be up there directly. And was not able to get up there.
Yeah. Because she had parked behind both of us.
She had parked behind both of us. And I couldn't get out the door. And it's like, dude, I have to work. I have to work tonight. And you're waking me up at 8 something.
It was just...
It's not even...
It's just one of those days. And it's just like, then other people and having crazy going on in their lives. It's just the season. And it's one of those, unless you can deal with a lot of drama or want more drama, you might want to limit the social media right now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's basically how...
It gave me a place to vent on certain things. Because I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not, I'm going to be loud right now. I'm going to be loud. And it needed to be, to sit there and go, no, this, don't try to sweep this under the rug.
This is not something that can be swept under the rug.
No, because it is a matter we are told in Scripture to expose the works of darkness. Mm-hmm. If you expose it, but nobody is held accountable, what have you done?
Right, exactly. But they didn't just expose it. They tried to completely backtrack on everything that was already released.
Mm-hmm. And that was just very hurtful to a lot of us. And then as far as, it's 5D chess, and it's this, and it's that. And there's other things going on. And I don't understand any of it. You cannot expect a population to just blindly believe one person or one group of people.
Especially when it's spread worldwide like it is at this point.
Yeah. So it's just one of those, it's like there is one person that I do believe, and even he didn't expect me to blindly believe, and his name is Jesus. Mm-hmm. There's evidence. It's not a blind belief.
Right.
And it just, what an incredible time to be alive. And it's like, and I was listening to Dr. Steve Turley. He had made a video there earlier today that the gentleman, is the president of China? I don't know how that works. Xi is missing.
It just vanished.
That he has been out of any kind of sight for a minute.
So then who's running the country?
So that's weird.
Who's running our country?
We've got people coming over here and meeting with our president, and it's like, that is not your friend. That is not your friend. Anytime that you have got a person or a country or anything that you can't even talk about, I mean, that's just like some of these online influencers, and it's been crazy on some of this stuff. Mm-hmm. You're not one of us. You're a heretic. You dared question. Hell yes. I have a shirt that says infidel in there.
Infidel.
And it's the reason is I'm an independent thinker. If you've got any kind of community where you can't ask a question about something, that's not a community. That's a fucking cult.
Yeah. That is fully a cult.
Now, can you imagine if you
What?
and I came on here and it's like, you should never question anything? No. We tell you to question everything. The truth does not mind being questioned because it's truth.
Right. The fuck?
Yeah. It's just been nuts.
That's like, why are they trying to pull this bullshit when people are so...
Aware.
Yeah, they're really aware right now.
Oh, let me tell you something. And we have, God bless the weaponized autisms, because these people are the dot connectors. Mm-hmm. And they spot stuff in a heartbeat because to them it's just glaring. Any kind of whatever it is. You can't get by with shit the way that you used to could. Ooh, that was a nice thunder. It rattled the windows on that one.
Dang.
Whew.
Man, and I have to work tonight. I can't sleep to this. I want to sleep to this.
No, you can't sleep to that, no how. Now, they've got in Northern Virginia and stuff like that, and I think in parts of North Carolina that they were having some severe storms. And Dr. Tony Heller, and I can't remember what his title is, but he actually does do some science, and he debunks a lot of bullshit, too. I appreciate him. Blue had told me about him years back. And so I just found him on X. I had been subscribed to him on the They of Them.
The Day of Them?
Yeah, because it's not YouTube anymore. It's their tube.
Yeah.
But he was explaining, and he's got some kind of app where you can ask questions as far as historical weather records and a lot of this stuff, because there's so much confusion, misinformation, different things like that going on right now, that you can go back and look at the historical records, such as droughts and rains and tornadoes and all these different things.
Right.
That it's there, that you can sit there and go, oh, okay, so this is not atypical. Because we've got a lot of people, if somebody's 20, 30 years old and they really have not studied history or specific parts of history, and they're like, well, I don't remember it ever doing that. You're 20 or 30 years old. What? Of course you haven't experienced everything.
Right. There is stuff that is beyond your scope of existence.
Yeah. And I think some of that goes back to the narcissism.
Yeah.
And I was hoping to ask this question. I need to write it down so I can ask therapists. I would ask Grok, but I think, God, that's been a shit show. I will have to research and see if there is a difference or a correlation between histrionic personality disorder and narcissism, because some of the symptoms are very, very similar.
I was going to say they got symptoms that sort of bleed into one another. Who's to say that it can't, they can't coexist within the same...
Well, it very well could. Because these are people that they believe that is that main character syndrome.
Yeah, fully.
And that everybody else is, their job on this planet is to be audience. Oh, hell no, I will be the heckler. Because that's my job on this planet. To be a thorn in the sides of some that sit there and go, my God, how dare you speak truth? I dare. I'm fulfilling my destiny.
Right. And also, there is purpose to side characters.
Sure.
They are just as important, if not more, than the main character.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, within these people, and TikTok has brought all that to light horribly.
It has. It has exposed a lot of this stuff.
And if you're sitting there fawning over a few words on a screen that somebody that you don't know personally or whatever, re-examine some of these things. That there are some people that it's like, oh my God, somebody just tweeted. Oh my God, somebody just uploaded a TikTok.
That's people who are chronically online and they don't know. It's just
read a book.
This is online stuff.
Yeah.
Do not get dragged into that. And that's what a lot of people are doing. They're
Yeah.
taking it too seriously.
Yeah.
Way too seriously, as if it is another life, and for some it is.
Yeah. And it's like some of these people that are the big influencers and the big whatever it is, creators and stuff, question how they got there. Now, there's some of the people that have been here, been on YouTube or whatever since the beginning, and that for whatever reason they are just hugely popular for, because they got better production and everything like that. Question who is paying them. Always. Where is the money? If they're getting paid to tweet or do whatever it is that from audience? We don't ask nobody for nothing. Now, there's people that, out of the kindness of their heart, they have sent us stuff. And my God, that always amazes. And just, it amazes us.
Yeah.
That somebody would care enough to send us something.
Right.
And we love them.
Yes.
But as far as making monies from the YouTubes or X or anything, no.
Well, that's the thing with the premium. Apparently, if you got enough followers, the more people that view your tweet, you'll get so much money or whatever.
I don't care.
And that's what basically they get paid through X that way.
And you've got the rage baiters
also,
and everything like that.
If you see stuff that is obviously an advertisement, they have never mentioned this product beforehand, ever, and then all of a sudden they're showing this product, that's a paid promotion.
And I get it. For some people, that is their job. This is not a job for us. I mean, it's just, obviously, it's not a job for us.
It's a Harvey.
This is heartfelt. This is the people that take the time to share coffee and comments and thoughts and ponderings with us. That's family.
Yeah.
Those are paddling pirates that understand that we're all on this ship together, sailing towards the edge to peer over and see what we shall see.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how those people that's got hundreds and thousands and millions, how do they cope with that? They can't. They can't give the individual attention.
Well, that's the thing. They pick people that they have seen before.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're familiar with.
And get them to be mods and different things like that.
And talk to them in chat and let people talk amongst themselves, and if they have really good points, and if they're, or whatever, just a personality via text that the person, whoever's streaming vibes with, they'll gravitate to those people.
Yeah, I can see that. And it's just, I guess that's not, I mean, we had talked about doing a live stream before on certain things. We ain't got to that level yet, and I just ain't got the energy. Not at this point. It may come. It may happen. But not today.
Not today.
Not today.
Ooh, ooh.
But we want our people to question and to share. And we have some of the most amazing comments.
Mm-hmm.
And we love those. And because we're small enough to where we can respond to all of them. If I haven't responded to you, it's probably because I didn't see it. Something could have happened because glitches. The YouTubes hates us. We don't know why. Other than the fact that we do speak truth and we don't make them any money.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know. There's something that's not clicking with the algorithm.
I think it's because I'm Appalachian.
That has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. I figure that everybody's here that God has put in our world for a reason. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's how He's always viewed it.
Well, that is how it is.
Yeah. Oh, and that was another thing that happened today. I went out on the porch, and I looked over where the plants, because everything's a mess right now. Everything's a mess. And I'm like, there's the smile face cat, which is not our cat.
It's not our cat.
And it's like
one of the neighbors.
It brought the kitties out.
It's like,
and what was weird, there were 2 kitties. I saw 2 kitties. And one of them jumped off of the porch. Mm-hmm. We haven't seen it since.
No. No, so where the fuck did it
I
go?
I saw 2 kitties.
I believe you, but where would it have
I don't
gone?
know. So I don't know if something. I mean, we live here, and these birds and these everything like that. Who knows? Who knows? These are not our cats. We don't need more cats.
Yeah, and I really don't want to know what happened to the cat.
No,
so,
no,
you know,
no. Kid has tried to look around and stuff like that.
I will have to check in the hood of my car, under the hood of my car.
Before you leave.
Yeah.
So, at this moment of the recording, the mother is stabilized. The oldest kid is stabilized. The youngest kid is stabilized. Well, as stable as he ever is. He has new shoes.
I do. I got New Balances.
Yeah. And so hopefully that will help his feet. Proper footwear is always important.
It is.
And I just, you know.
I hope I survived the night.
Well, why would you not?
Because I got woke up at 8 a.m.
You've slept on and off during the day. Don't act like you've been up straight. It's true. I'm going to tell
It's not the same as sleeping a full whatever amount of hours.
Over 3.5 years.
15 years ago.
Yes, and I was older then. I was in my 40s then.
Mama.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah. Yeah. Schlepping around, just walking through. So
I am not that strong.
Grow stronger.
I am.
Yes,
I
you
am
are.
grow stronger
Grow
with
stronger.
this shit.
Yeah. And that
I'm
is one of
talking
the
about
things,
energy.
Any
I'm going to
kind.
be surviving on monsters and that's it.
And that's one of the things about adversity on every level. It helps us. It encourages us to grow stronger. Don't get caught up in the psyop, because that's a lot of what this is a huge brain-breaking, spirit-breaking psyop.
Well, that's the thing. That's why I've not been watching the news. I've not been paying attention.
No, just go and live your
I've
life.
tried to watch Osmongold. I've tried to watch Tectone, try to watch some of these other people. I can't.
No, it just does not resonate.
And where
that's
I have...
okay.
It's not that it doesn't resonate. Sometimes it does, but sometimes I feel it in my spirit. It's like, yeah, no, let's not.
That's it. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to that inner voice and voice of God.
Yeah, and I've been trying to been trying to refigure my recommendation feed.
I think it's good too. After you go to work, I very well may sit and read.
That's fine.
Yeah. I could put on some reading, music and just read. That's what I've been doing while I've been waiting on y'all when you've had appointments.
Well, good. You've been wanting to read for a minute.
I
So
love to read.
yeah.
It's a matter of having, at least in the car, I don't have cats. There's no cats in our car.
And you know what?
I could go and sit out in the car.
You can.
Yeah.
Speaking of sitting out in the car, fuck those people who are not taking their breaks. I'm going to take my fucking break if I want to.
By law, you're required to take a 15-minute break.
So I'm taking 2 15s
Yes.
and a 30-minute lunch.
In an 8-hour shift, by law, you are to have 2 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch. By law. And if these people are not doing that, and if they look on the cameras and see that these people are still working and not taking their breaks, I don't know. And because that they're doing it as an option, they're not getting paid extra or anything.
No.
So that could file back on the managers and stuff to sit there and go, legally, you all have to go off post for a minute. That's what they told us. Yeah.
Well,
That's on them. That's somebody else's problem.
I'm going to go out to my car, and I'm going to have my break, and I'm going to rest my fucking feet.
Yes, and hopefully these new shoes will work well for you. I hope they do.
I got to stop by the Smoking Dog on the way down there.
Yeah, the mama is going to rest for a minute.
Yes, because you...
Whew, I've been hard at it for weeks again.
Yeah.
Weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn it, man.
If anything blows up, call me.
No. You are. It would have to be something horrific or something like that before I would dare call you at work.
Well, just give me a heads up.
Well, like I said, it's just one of those. No, I'm quite adept at dealing with stress, but I need a break. I really do. This one has just been going on for entirely too long.
That's why I'm working. So
Yeah.
at some point we can go on a break.
That would be nice. Everybody's having paranormal. Everybody's having supernatural. Take yourself an individual break, even if it's just 15 minutes. Go outside, get you whatever beverage that you like. Look at the trees, look at the birds, look at whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Breathe. Notice the stress in your body and let it go. Let it go.
Take a deep breath.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Touch grass.
Hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And then let it out for about 4 or 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Or was it 10? 4 to 10.
No, it's about 4. 4 by 4 breathing.
Okay.
4 in, hold for 4 seconds to breathe out. Hold it for 4 and then just repeat that.
Okay.
You want to tell the people where we can be found?
Yeah, you can find us on BitChute, Rumble, and YouTube at Rolanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Rolanda COCWS. I can legally have that shrunken head hanging from my rearview mirror because nobody's going to see it.
Okay. He's going to paint it some kind of neon color. Anyhow, know that
not
you
this
are
one that I got hanging on
know
my
that you are loved. Treat other people the way you would like to be treated. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Bye.